First one to lead them off to turn number 1 here in the Enduro course through the muck. Once he gets around this turn, there'll be a slight jump, and we'll tell you where it is. Right about here, the leader's going to have that speed bump to get over. And there'll be another one as he gets back onto the straightaway. Right about there is the other jump. Carl Salt, the leader, getting tangled up here with one of the other cars. They're hooked together as the 13 comes around the outside with the lead.
Braun onward.
Brad Allward trying to get the pass here, but Carl Salt with the lead back. And watch them as they work their way over these bunny hop jumps on the backstretch. Carl Salt, the 34, just around onto the back straightaway now. He's got the lead. 13 of Allward running in the second position.
Let's see how the shocks are going to be with these cars at the end of this one. See, take over those bunny hills a little too quick. The shocks are just going to be gone off these cars. Allward had trouble getting back onto the course off of turn number 3. They'll open up the lead for Carl Salt here in lap number 1.
They knocked over the backstretch wall. And some of these guys really getting some major air over these jumps.
The 128 running his wipers. I don't think the wipers are going to work. Carl Salt coming back, entering turn number 2. They come off the course onto the track.
Still Carl Salt with the lead. He's up to the top of our traditional regular turn 3 there. Working his way around the outside, coming back here onto the front straightaway.
Well, Mike DeFrancesco, the winner of the backwards race, was going backwards there in the course, momentarily able to get it straight again.
Some of these guys really just pounding over these jumps, Steven. I can't believe it, not slowing down at all. The best of the minivans, they seem to really get the air extension.
I'd say next year they have to be minivan or trucks to do this race. Then we'll see some major airtime.
Trailer race still to come. That'll be exciting tonight as well. I love some of these guys. Hoods are flapping, exhaust is dragging, trunk lid flapping in the air as well.
And Carl Salt running away and hiding here in this one as he just comes off the course and back onto it again.
Smooth and steady, not really very aggressive, kind of taking his time. Is Carl Salt in the number 34. He's alone onto the back straightaway by himself now in that green 34 with the red fire suit.
'51 making some strides here, and I think might be in second. Xander Bergen being a little Cole Trickle from Days of Thunder. And so we'll come off the stripe one more time. Lap 6 goes up on the board. All right, Bergen second there in the 51. Here comes the SOS contingent. Could be Katu. I think it is. Katu's up in the third. Oh, hang on. The 45 goes for a ride. Carl Salt over Brad Allward. And Mike Miknich third in the 57. Here's Allward second to 13 in that Cavalier, and here's the 57. That might be a battle for second here soon.
Look at that guy just jumping right past Carl Salt there, trying to work around the leader, but he's down a lap, is the 51. Carl Salt in traffic now as they're right in front of the leader. He will streak to the inside and try and make that pass down in front.
Xander Bergeron in the 51, a.k.a. Cole Churchill. As we're halfway home, 8 in, 7 to go. And Carl Salt stuck up in turn number 2. This might be the chance for the second and third place to catch up.
Still a fair way back is Allward in the 13. Salt does not want to mess around with these lap cars, though, and get himself in a flat tire or jingle, and now he does get into a crash there in turn 3. Gets clear of it, keeps the tires up on the 34.
Allward lost second to the 57. Chunks up on Allward's car. Looks like he just went grocery shopping.
Carl Salt always does good in these type of events. If I'm not mistaken, he's won a Bomber, Mini Stock, and Street Stock Championship down at Oshweekend as he worked his way up through the ranks. Salt still in control. He is coming back here onto the front straightaway in the number 34, twitching the back end of that 34 machine around. Keeps the advantage, though, after 10. 5 laps to go for Carl Salt in the number 34. Salt just pounding over the jumps onto the back straightaway. Still a long way back to Brad Allward. He's nearly a half a track behind. And now the leader jumping over the turn 3 wall. Oh, one of them into the turn 3 wall there. The 51 car hit the backstretch wall on the inside. Salt coming out of the cloud of dust. 4 laps to go for driver the 34 in this race. We've got 11 on the board with 4 to go. Lots of cars coming up limp here and slowing down. Could be a battle of attrition here. Salt still running strong in the 34. Allward a half track behind here in the 13 on the front straightaway just now.
And Mike Mignich, who was running in second, electrician done with that Honda, done for the afternoon. As Allward just goes over the turn 2 berm.
Carl Salt back down here. 3 laps to go now for driver the number 34 out of Dundas. Getting into it with a couple of the other cars here as they rocket around. Look at that minivan just bounding over the jumps. I think it's become his mission to get as much air as he can now that he can't win the race. He's doing a good job of it.
That was just part worth of my admission pick here today to see these minivans jump over these jumps. Not going to lie.
This number 83 who we're talking about. No name on it yet, but he just pounded over those jumps. Watch when he gets around the turn and heads back this way.
As Salt continues to get into it here with some of the slower cars here. Comes over the jump and onto the backstretch.
What Carl does have working in his favor is he's got a massive lead over second place Brad Allward in the 13 unofficially. Here he comes around with 2 laps to go. Carl Salt coming out of the dust onto the front straightaway. White flag in the air now as that'll put 14 up. 1 more lap to go for Carl Salt.
Allward trying to catch him, but he's going to run out of time in real estate. As Carl Salt just has to hit his marks and drive it on home.
Salt, nobody's been touching him so far. The 33 car is rolling very good, but not going to make it. Up to the lead. Salt will work his way around here. Around 3 and 4 for the final time. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, down the front straightaway. The winner of our 15-lap Endurocross race here today is Carl Salt in the 34. He will get it done.
Ready to climb on out. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Salt, the winner of the Enduro Cross. Carl, dominant performance to the 15 laps. It looks like the trainee just made it for 15.
Yeah, she started smoking. Hard to steer. Was getting pretty beat up, but it was a heck of a race. It was a lot of fun.
How was it jumping over the jumps that we had set up?
It wasn't too bad. The car didn't really bottom out too bad. It was wasn't that rough.
Who do you got to thank for helping putting the car together and get you here to victory lane?
I helped my uncle, my family, and my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Salt, the winner of the Enduro Cross here this afternoon.